Hello, my name is Brian Butcher. I'm from Morgantown, West Virginia. I spent several years, about 2 years, in Huntington, West Virginia, homeless, and you know, every day was trying to find where my next meal was going to come from. Thankfully, I didn't have any kids on at the time, much like a lot of the people on this call. I do now. I got out of that situation, but I think a lot of times what we don't talk about when we talk about food insecurity is the mental toll that it takes on the people who have been through it. When you spend every day trying to figure out where your next meal is coming from, if you're going to go to bed hungry, if you're going to wake up at 3 a.m. and wonder where that meal is coming from, it destroys you mentally. It causes you a lot of post traumatic stress. It causes you to feel lesser of yourself, to feel like there is no escape from, you know, what you're experiencing. It's hard enough to look for a job. We always say that, trying to find a job is a full-time job. Well, so is trying to find a meal for a lot of people. And how do you get yourself out of that trap? It perpetuates itself, and there's nothing to, oftentimes people have nowhere to turn. There's nothing to help them get out of that trap. And poverty, like we talk about so much, is expensive. You end up, spending so much money just trying to find food for yourself or food for the people that are around you that are experiencing these same issues, that you let your driver's license expire. So now you got to pay that. And then you can't get a job because your driver's license, has been expired. I mean, it self-perpetuates itself. And we talk so much about, trying to get people to a place where, they can be successful, and that, people need to take personal responsibility. Well, we don't take into account how hard it is for these people to get to where they need to be to have any kind of personal responsibility. And we live in the richest country in the world, but we have people on the street that can't feed their families, that can't feed themselves, and that are trapped in this loop of poverty. And it's unacceptable. It's not a place that we should allow ourselves to be in or think that is okay. Like we should be able to throw all this food away at night, and then there's people on the street starving. Food waste is one thing, but the amount of money that we're wasting to try to correct these problems in the wrong way, or look at them as, like I said, an issue of personal responsibility, when we should just be feeding people. It's enough of having the discussion. Just make sure people can get food. And so I think the work that you guys are doing, the work that Danielle's spearheading here, is very important. And I'm happy to help in any way that I can.